Around town this morning, the Quarter Horse Congress is happening now.
This is a really big deal, and Cameron Fontana is live with more from the Ohio State Fairgrounds.
Hey, that's right, guys. Well, we have a horse right here, and of course, reining is becoming more and more popular around the world. It is world famous, and with me is a superstar in this sport. This is Sean Florida. How's it going, Sean?
Hey, it's great. Thank you.
Good. So you're competing tomorrow night.
Correct.
And then first, I have to note that you are the very first $5 million rider, right?
Yes.
What does that mean?
It means that I've actually won more money than anybody else, but been very fortunate to have some of the greatest equine athletes and partners in the world.
That's sweet. So tomorrow night, what's happening here at the Quarter Horse Congress?
Tomorrow night, there's an event just for 3-year-olds. There's 30 of us that go back to the finals. We all had to compete in the first go. They take the top 30, and they come up with a winner.
That's great. I mean, what goes into preparing for that? How often do you have to practice for competition?
You know, as far as preparing, of course, it takes a great horse, you know, as far as the mind and everything. The preparation, you know, a lot of times these horses get worked 5 and 6 days a week. Just a lot of work, you know, there's just a lot that goes into it as far as just taking care of them, you know, their health, their physique, their legs, their brain.
That's amazing.
It's like making a football team.
Well, Sean, if I shake the hand of a $5 million rider, does that make me like a $10,000 rider? Like, yeah, some of that I hope rubs off. We're going to toss it back to you. Isn't this horse beautiful? This is Fly Guy.
Very cute. Cameron, thank you.
It's 8:25 and around town this morning. Giddy up. The American Quarter Horse Congress is in town. They've been celebrating for 50 years. Incredible.
Yeah. It is the world's largest single breed horse show, and beginning today is a 3-day event. The show runs all month long.
And Good Day Columbus reporter Cameron Fontana live at the Ohio State Fairgrounds with a look. Good morning, Cam.
Hey, that's right, guys. So now we're back with Fly Guy, and on Fly Guy is Amelia. How you doing, Amelia?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So I first want to congratulate you because last night you won. You are the reserve champion for the 13 and under reiners.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what does that entail? What do you have to do? What do you compete in?
Well, I do the reining class, which you have to do like a pattern where you do some spins and you run and stop and slide pretty far.
I mean, how long have you been riding horses to be able to do the things that you do with them?
I've been riding for about 9 years.
9 years.
Yeah.
And what's the most difficult thing to learn in this sport?
Probably just to be really soft with your movements and trust your horse.
Nice. You know what? I feel like you trust Fly Guy pretty well, huh?
Yeah.
I think Fly Guy trusts you too. So I'm going to let you go. Show me some of the moves that you're making, okay? And then Sean and I are going to talk about it. We're back with Sean over here. Now, Sean, I want you to kind of walk us through what she's demonstrating right now.
Okay. She's going to walk out here and show you one of the primary maneuvers of a reining horse, and she's going to demonstrate a spin. What a spin is, he's going to hold and he's going to pivot on his hind legs. See how his front legs cross over, and he holds himself up with his back legs, and then she stops him.
What are judges looking for in that?
They want him to hold his hind legs, like he's going to take and hold his left hind leg in the ground and cross over with his front and keep his neck down.
You're making me dizzy. I think she's going to be the next $6 million reiner. I think she's learning pretty well. Guys, what do you think? Does it look good? Do it again, Amelia. That looks great.
So good.
Well done. Well done.
Wow, we were saying, how do you even teach a horse to do that? That's
Very
We
incredible.
won't get into why, but okay.
Wow, I would be sick for days trying that. And around town this morning, the Quarter Horse Congress has kicked off its annual show. The annual roundup is celebrating its 50th anniversary with a fun-filled month-long event.
Month-long event. Big deal, friends.
Lots of cowboys in town.
Well, you might want to rodeo yourself out there, sister. Good Day Columbus reporter Cameron Fontana live at the Ohio State Fairgrounds with a look at what's happening this morning. Hey, Cam.
Yeah. Hey, that's right, guys. So what you're looking at right now is actually the cutting competition, and joining me to talk more about it is the president of the National Cutting Horse Association. This is Chuck. Good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
Good. So I love this because it really shows off the horses and, of course, the riders as well. I mean, what are we seeing over here, Chuck?
You're seeing horses have been trained to develop their natural ability to want to work with cattle.
Yeah.
So,
now, the competitor is the one in the white top, correct?
yes.
Okay. Now, he's going through and doing what?
His job is to prove that his horse is well enough broke and trained that he can quietly enter the herd, separate a cow from the herd without upsetting the rest of the cattle.
And something I just noticed that I've watched these for many years, Once you hit this point, the rider has to put his hands down, right? Because this is all the horse.
Yes, he has to put his hand down on the horse's neck, and then the horse is actually on his own, keeping the cow out of the herd.
Wow. And how long are these contests going for?
Thank you.
2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes.
So the rider has the time to cut 2 or 3 cows.
And then the judges, where are they?
Judges are over here on the elevated booth.
Oh, behind the green curtains right there.
Right.
Nice. Now, for people that want to come out here, they want to get tickets, where can they get all the information about the event?
From the Ohio Cutting Horse website.
Perfect. Well, Chuck, thank you so much for letting us come out here. Hey, next year, if I practice a lot, can I compete in the cutting?
Sure you can. We have a 2,000 limit rider that anybody can ride any horse.
There you go, guys. You might see me cutting next year.
All right, we'll fix you up.
Is it kind of like it?
Cutting a rug, maybe.
I'm
not quite sure. He's got the bad cowboy hat going on, though.
Around town, the American QuarterHorse Congress. It's the largest single-breed horse show, and it's back here in Central Ohio. The annual roundup of horse enthusiasts is actually celebrating a big anniversary, 50 years at the Ohio State Fairgrounds.
It's a big deal, friends. Good day, Columbus reporter Cameron Fontana is live and continuing this morning to get in on the action out there.
You look like Tim McGraw.
What is he doing?
Oh my gosh, that's like the greatest compliment ever. I love Tim McGraw. And look, I'm right next to the cowboy sign right here. So we're hanging out at Rod's Western Palace. You come out here, of course they have the hats, but one thing that they keep expanding on are the selection of cowboy boots. With me again is Kiefer. How's it going, man?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. So you walk in here, and it's a little bit intimidating because you see so many different styles. What are the most popular? Because it even goes down to the toe, right?
Yeah.
So what are we seeing? What are the different types of toes that you have?
So we have quite a wide selection of them. Definitely the most popular is going to be our square toe, always black for the show crowd.
Yeah.
The square toe is very in right now, but if you have somebody who's looking more like fashion, going out on the town, we have a rounder toe.
I like that. This is something you can wear, hey, maybe with the Indians, going to the World Series, hopefully. Cross your fingers.
Go Tribe.
Look at that.
And then we got like a pointed snip toe. Definitely more of a fashion boot as well.
Right. I mean, and look at all the colors. What's the limit? Because you see, these ones right here, I'll pull them up a little bit, like a bright blue, but then you have the turquoise. Can you really make anything as long as you have the texture?
Yeah, we also do some exclusive boots just for rods through a company, Anderson Bean. They're out of Rios, Mercedes, Texas. And we go in and we can build any boot we want. So we can match uppers with the foot. We can do any color. We just have to order a minimum quantity, but it's really cool. You can pretty much make whatever you want.
And you're here as long as the trade show lasts, right? When can people come out to the trade show?
So we'll be here Sunday through Thursday, 9:30 to 7.
Okay.
And then Friday through Saturday until 8.
Nice. And I got to point these out because I know we got some of the ladies in the studio. Look at those. I think you guys could rock this.
I love them.
Look at those shoes.
Yes, bring us some, Cam.
Okay.
Yeah, just grab us a couple pairs of those.
And around town today, the world's largest annual horse breed show is celebrating 50 years. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. You got it right. The American QuarterHorse Congress underway with its month-long show. Good Day Columbus reporter Cameron Fontana is at the Ohio State Fairgrounds with a look.
Hey, that's right, guys. Well, it's always a good day when you stand next to some of the bravest people you will ever meet. Next to me are John and Brandon, professional bull riders. How you guys doing this morning?
Good, how are you?
Good. So tell me, John, how do you even prepare or get in the mindset of, I want to be a professional bull rider?
Just physically and mentally. Work at my mind mostly.
Yeah.
Just try to stay humble and understand what I'm doing and what I'm getting on.
Is it fun for you?
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's a lot of fun? Mm-hmm. What about you, Brandon? We saw you last year. What goes through your mind right when you're in the gate getting ready to go on a bull?
Get the job done.
Get the job done?
Yes, sir. We pay to play the game, so it's our lifeline on the line, so, we do what it takes to get the job done.
For people that have never seen bull riding, what is the objective? Of course, to stay on as long as you can, right?
Yes, sir. You got to ride for 8 seconds, and so after that, they got 2 judges that will judge you 0 to 50 points for the rider and also 0 to 50 points for the bull. So possible of 100 points.
That's amazing.
It's almost impossible.
Almost impossible.
Pretty much
But
impossible.
you know what? I think you guys can do the impossible, right?
Try to.
Good.
Every time.
You believe it?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Now, I know Rycar is the sponsor of this event. So, Doug, I want you to tell me, when is it happening? How can people get tickets?
October the 14th, Friday.
Okay.
You get tickets at QuarterHorseCongress.com.
If someone's never been to a bull riding contest, what is that experience like?
It's like watching a whole bunch of guys, cowboys out there doing something that's impossible to do. It's amazing what they do. The clowns, the bull ride, it's just amazing. And Riker, we're a proud sponsor of that. These guys they do a great job.
Awesome. Well, we're going to toss it back to you. Do not miss the All-American Quarter Horse Congress. And if there's one event to check out, I got to say, I think I'm a fan of the bull riders, guys. We're going to toss it back to you. How brave are they? Could you ever do it?
Not a real big pole for me to get on the back of a bull.